Are you both of the same group?
Yes, sir.
Okay, please,
Yes.
let's continue it immediately. What is your topic?
Finance.
Okay, finance. All of you, please go to page number. That's the last page over there. Go to page number 18.
Sure, but like we didn't get that much like answers, so it's kind of slow.
Okay, answers are itself in the book. It was just told to summarize, not research. This time the activity was to summarize. We wanted you to make it as less as possible, but all the things in finance sector occupation that's written in the book should be covered up. So it was a summary. So it was not a research. Is that clear? Every time, don't think it's a research.
Sir, I reserve research work.
Okay, if I've already done, just present it. I won't stop it because I need you to be also learning how to do the presentation skills, but make sure they understand. And evaluation parts, it's a different thing, okay, for not following the instruction.
Can we start?
Yes.
Financial. There are many financial occupations like office administrator, etc. We asked, does our school record the response and income properly? We got a reply that our school also has income and expenses. Through the response, in our perspective, all the income and expenses are recorded properly by the account department, safely and organized.
Question number 2. Who are the people involved in this work? The head of the financial department of our school is Mr. Sushil Mal, and other accountants will help him. My rules were Panta, Deepa Sa, and Hospital Thapa. Overall, yes, all the income and expenses are properly recorded. So now it's done.
Okay, I'm sorry for telling it's a summary. It was a research, okay, not a summary. Okay, it was a research work. Summary was the first activity. Second was itself research. So you mean to say your questions are very less, right? Okay, yes, that's what I told. Okay, rather than waiting for perfection, done is better than perfect. That's what I've been saying. When the deadline is there, you have to be able to present on time. Okay, if the presentation is not still going on, is taking place, then only like it's like I give you the rubrics for organizational skill, right? To meet deadlines. Okay, you have to meet deadlines. Don't start looking after perfection and then the deadline is 1 week and you do it after 1 year. By that time, the course book will be already also over. Okay, so thank you so much. I was trying to tell the same thing to the other section as well, to Viper, because like few of them, the groups, they're not able to do it at all. Maybe because like the combination was not good, or what, few of the groups, they're still finding trouble. It's not all of them. Averagely, I think there's also, like yesterday when I had the class, it was difficult that there were no groups to present anymore for 3 topics or 4 topics. 3 topics, I think. Three or four of those topics, no one like continued. Like I myself continued with your class presentation, just showing them a few recording of exact clip what other section did, so that they could also get some more or less ideas also. And at the same time, they will understand from like same level of the same grade. So in case of like going serially, I just started with the medical yesterday for them. Like if when they didn't when few of the groups were not able to present at all. Okay, in this case of financial, do you have any question? So you can see they presented it for they presented, I mean to say, they did the research with the accountant. So go on page number 18, you can see there's accountant and assistant accountant. So these are the 2 occupations that we should be knowing in this field in grade 7. Maybe when you reach next year in grade 8, you'll be studying not only that you'll be studying about finance manager itself also. Okay, finance manager, that's how it will be continuing. Okay, in accountant and assistant accountant, do you know who are those people in the school based on them?
So like we asked Meena ma'am from like
Okay, you asked Meena ma'am, right? Okay, Meena ma'am. Okay, from the admin. So what was her? Okay, okay. So you can see accountant on in your book. So whatever transactions are taking place in the school or any organizations, that's the job of the accountant. Like you go and pay your fees, then school accountant normally keeps it. But these days, bank is there. You are paying to the bank. Yes or no? Aren't you paying to the bank these days, or are you paying direct to the school?
for both.
Okay, some are paying to the bank, some are using both. But however, if it goes to the bank also, accountant is going to take a more or less keep a track, because they will be saying in their statement which student has been paying the fees. Please turn on your camera. Okay, like, and then like when you and similarly, like the school, after it takes the income, then it has to be like most of the income is itself from the student. 99 to 100% for the school income is from student. Yes or no? Most of them. Okay, let's say 90%, either student or maybe different other like things. If they give you any books or if they give you any items, maybe they are making some profit in that, maybe. Is that clear? If not, so after they take the income, then they have to do the expenses. Where are the expenses going now? Teacher's salary, construction, any maintenance. Okay, that's where the expenses will be going. All this will be tracked by the accountant. So accountant is supposed to be tracking and keeping the record of that. The one who is using that must be the management people, board member, principal. All of them might be the ones telling where to spend or giving places to spend. But this will be all recorded by the accountant. Okay, and then from that, whatever profit or loss is for the, like, if it, in case of private organization, of course is the board going to think about that. Okay, what loss they make or what profit they make out of that. So all these things are more or less recorded by the accountant. So the accountant makes sure there is income and expense all are recorded well, and they can see the profit easily through balance sheet. So you'll be studying about this balance sheet, trial and balance, everything in account when you study account. Like if you're taking account itself from grade 8 also, but there's no account in grade 8. Okay, like maybe grade 9 or grade 10. If not, if you're taking management in grade 11 and 12. Is that clear? So that's the work of the accountant and assistant accountant. And assistant accountant is going to assist the main accountant. Okay, any confusion in the work of the accountant? Was it simple? Someone wants to join this call, Pranisha. I think she's, what happened? Like, why is it not allowing her to join directly?
She's using her another email address.
Or if she used her like the email, changed her email and password, it would not happen. I'm admitting for now. Okay, but more or less, uh, it's big because like I trust you all, so that's why I'm admitting. Okay, if not, like I would not admit. Okay, so but more or less, just try to remember your password and email. Okay, please try to remember your password and email, and then you can just change it quickly, even if it is on another mobile. Like if you say I've rather than my own mobile, I've done a spare one in another mobile of my family also, even though like it's not so close. If there's a technical from my mobile as well, then maybe just to go log in from the other mobile, I logged in, and that mobile has 2 3 emails logged in. So you can just set up that if you know you're going to use that device often. Is that clear? Like if you see my like Chrome here, it in another like Chrome browser, there are 5 emails logged in, I think, and we just need to change and switch the account. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now, so that should not be a problem. Just practice on that. So now next, like, so our like right now research was mainly to just know about the different occupations. So for different occupation in finance sector, we have just accountant and assistant accountant for grade 7. And can you tell some more people who are involved in finance? Who can tell? Of course, any other people that you think are involved in finance sector? It's not that we're going so. Okay, manager.
Auditors.
Okay, very good. Auditor. Is it written in the book? Yes. Okay, so you can see the book. There are different other peoples like manager also, like yes, manager has to see the account. Like if you do any MBA, BBA, then account section, whatever account is doing, they have to look after that, isn't it or not? Because they are the ones. But record keeping is normally done by the accountant and these auditors, account officer, chartered accountant, assistant accountant, all of them. Okay.
What does chartered accountant do?
Okay, chartered accountant. If you say one of the biggest, I mean, so one of the best scope in this finance sector is itself chartered accountant. They are the ones, I think, one of the people who are earning the most also.
So the reason that chartered meaning like chartered bank or something like that.
Okay, that charter bank is also, yes, that's a different, like they have their own name according to their way of working. Okay, but in this case of chartered accountant, there are different types of auditors. Some are chartered accountants, some are registered, just RA, registered accountant. It depends on like how much they are allowed to sign. Once the school, once the company, like they like within one whole year, or sometimes it might be done in half year. Like what is the income, what is the profit, everything will be checked. Okay, after it's checked, then they have to get it signed by the auditor. Accountant prepares it to some extent, then auditor is a person who is from more or less like not within the school or not within that company. They will see if those accounts are correct or not. Why they will check is because they have to pay tax to the government. Do you know that? Based on how much income they make, they have to pay tax to the government. And
Income tax.
yes, in all this different tax has to be given by the different organizations. Okay, whether it be school or whether it be company, then auditors are going to check. So auditors are the ones who is going to check that, and same auditor is going to check for very less amount, whereas CA, chartered accountant, are going to check for a higher amount. There is a certain range. Maybe I cannot say the exact fact right now. Maybe it keeps on changing. Okay, maybe like 1 crore above or 5 crores above. That's what the range is there. You can just check out what is the thing for in case of Nepal. Okay, so based on if the company has high transaction in crores, then maybe it will be it then auditors, normal auditor won't be allowed, but CA, chartered accountants, will be allowed. That's a level. Like same way like in a school, to teach grade primary school, +2 is enough, okay, according to the government. But if the school keeps masters or PhD, it's up to the school, and if the teacher also agrees to teach, right? And to teach same way as 9 and 10, it has to be minimum bachelor's degree, and to teach around 11 and 12, they have to have masters. Same way in case of like, so that's what you did last time, right? Same way in case of like auditing also, they have to have a level. So CAs are the ones who will be doing for the biggest companies. Is that clear? Those big companies, we have higher transactions. Is that clear, Isan?
Yes, sir.
Everyone, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now regarding academic qualification, can you see for both? Is it a problem to understand? Look at that academic qualification. If you don't understand anything, please let me know. Just go through that. Please turn on your camera as well.
Sorry, page number.
Page number 19. 19.
What is taxation?
Yeah, exactly. We just told about the tax right now. Like how much tax you have to pay to the government. That's all tax. Okay. One of the source of revenue collection for the government is itself tax. They're collecting tax. Like even from salary there is tax. Even from land there is tax. Land tax also they keep. Whatever you have wealth, they will be charging tax, more or less. Okay, and that's how the government collects fund, and that's how it will be able to collect fund and give it for the government job holders to development sectors. Is that clear? So that's one of the way of collecting. Then where does the revenue come from to the government? Where do you think? Isn't it tax itself? Okay, so that's one of the area where the where revenue collection is done. Okay, any other question there? So regarding basic subject matter, like you'll be studying later on. Of course, we'll not be going so much in detail, but you can ask. I'll just tell a simple concept only. Okay, any other question, like any terms that you didn't understand there? Of course, you're not going to study now. That's of course that's going to be for later on. Okay, after +2, but you can ask right now. Okay, now next, then shall we move to the next topic? Okay, who needs to present? Please get ready. Who has not presented? Please turn on the camera. I cannot see Ayan, Ojaswi, Saswat, Grishma, Prapti, Ipsa, and Brahmin.
Sir, actually, my internet is not good.
Yeah, okay. So right now, Grishma and okay, next who is left to present?
Technical issues, so I cannot present. I'm not being able to present.
What do we need to present on the screen? If you need to present on the screen, you can give the link. Somebody else will present it for you, and you can speak then. Like if so, nobody is there to present, then I will present myself because we cannot keep waiting. I already told you, like there's a deadline of like when to finish which topic also. By when, like first term, how many topics to finish? We have all deadlines.
So can you present? But you don't have the answers. You just have to.
I just have to.
And you studied
Can you present?
Yeah, you just keep the link there. Anyone can present. You just keep the link. Once you keep the link, I told you, know, there are so many people. They have fast internet. Some of their laptop. Somebody else can also present it for you. If they don't present, then I'll of course present it. But we have friends here. Okay, they will present it. One of the reason why I try myself not to present is because like I am trying to see the students and then be marking as well. Okay, but if others nobody's speed is there, then I will present myself like that day. Maybe if there's any problem. Okay, please keep the link so I can start presenting. Okay, 6. No, this is grade 7. Medusa. Just before who Grishma and who presented?
Sorry, Ishan.
Ishan. Okay.
Ishan.
I'm just trying to keep a record of the marks.
Right now, opening. Can you present?
Yeah.
Opening Google Classroom.
It's in the Google Classroom. Okay, just wait. Pranisha. Others, anyone left to present? Google Classroom itself in the research one, right?
I guess it's in phase 1.
It's in. Okay, I'm just opening. Okay, let me show you on the screen itself also. Just wait a tab. So, did you submit in this place? Lesson 3, classification of occupation based on sector. This one itself, right? I'm checking because this is how I check.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is the one.
Yes, sir. Sir, you don't have the access, but you just ask the questions I have answered.
Okay.
You can give her the access too.
Yeah.
Okay, sir, I'll give you the access after this.
Are you giving it right now?
So I cannot.
It's not. So best thing is to make sure you always give me access, okay? So that in last hour I can easily try to help you out, because I need to be also seeing the responses of how the responses are coming, so that I can give immediate feedback to generally to everyone, so we all learn. Okay, yeah, you can start like presenting on like what you did and how much is like how much is possible.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, someone has responded, so I will send you the response also.
uh, any other groups who are ready to present, almost like ready? If not, we'll have to continue with this, but we have to try our best to get organized before the class itself with everything ready, like maybe asking another friend to also help. Who is with you, Ipsa? Who is your partner? Not Ipsa, Pranisha.
Udyan,
Okay, Udayan.
but I have done it alone.
Okay. This way, like it will be so like if you're not organized, this all will be counted in the evaluation. Okay, like how well you are organized while evaluating, like how much ready you are, like are you meeting the deadlines or not. Okay, in tourism, can you just start explaining, Pranisha, rather than like just making everyone just wait?
Excuse me, sir.
Can you like start explaining them? Like it's only time, like we are taking 2 minutes, like already, so it's time is going so much, and then
Yes, sir.
um,
So
at
do I
least
need to explain what you mean by tourism?
you just explain them how you did the research, the process, everything.
Yeah. So I wrote the questions and I sent it to one particular person, and then they replied after I guess 2 3 hours of sending, and then yeah they replied very gently, and then I will send you the reply afterwards.
Okay. So next topic you can see is relating to tourism. All of you go to page number 20. So try like to explain quickly, okay, rather than taking so much time. We have certain time, and we really want to see within that much time how much you can explain quickly as well. All of you go to page number 20. So we have two people there, cook and guide. These are the occupations that's linked with tourism. So she must have sent this to a guide. Whom did you send, Pranisha?
So yeah, I sent to the hotel manager,
Okay.
and then yeah, and I tell them to write his recipes, and then the how do they manage their hotels, etc.
Okay, so you can see what do you do for living, what are the main recipe of your hotel, how do you manage your hotel, can you tell anyone special recipe of your hotel? So these were the things relating to the hotel, and that was the question itself given regarding job description of the cook, type of dishes. Here she mainly prepares dishes that tourists demand more. So these were the type of things told to ask to a main cook if it was in case of hotels, or but although like you don't have to exactly follow that if it is difficult, it's flexible. Okay, rather than not doing anything, based on what is comfortable to you also is like it's always like more than welcome. So based on cook, so you can see cook are also the people in tourism sector. Like they are the ones you can see them. They are working all the way from 5-star hotel, 7-star hotel, all the way to different 1-star hotel. Okay, they are the ones also working for different hotels, and they prepare special like uh, special dishes to, like you must be having somewhat did you have cooking classes earlier, or any type of trainings or any such type of activities? Okay, so this cook can be itself in both medium and high level occupation depending on which hotel they are working. If it is like 5-star or 7-star or higher, then that is high level. Like in the cook also you have they have different posts: cook, maybe head cook, sous chef, chef, executive chef. Okay, that's how it will be divided. So cook, for normal cook it should be SLC passed, and the duration for their course is 3 years. So that is about cook. Now next is about guide. So in case of guide, they are also the ones working in tourism sector. Like they are like them normally. Uh, there are certain like they're the people like who take the tourist around like different places. Some of them might be doing the guide in case of like maybe cultural part, some may be based on natures, or some religious. However, most of them might be doing the doing all of them together as well. So like in case of guide, like it could be a trekking guide, it could be different like sites seeing different places. They are the ones working more or less. They have to have concept maybe of environment, maybe more with the cultural aspect. Okay, more culture, that's what cultural tourism is all about. Culture, society, everything, religion, that's where they will be guiding the tourist to explain. So that is one of the occupation of tourism. So the required like other qualification that they need is of course the language. If they're taking the tourists of China, they need to know Chinese. If they're taking of UK or US, then they have to be familiar with English. So language they need to know is, if they know more means they can take more tourists around. More means of different countries. Like if it's German, so based on what language they know, they will be able to guide them. But not with Nepali only. Nepali is not enough if you're taking international tourists. Okay, Nepali, like you may be able to just, you need a mediator in the middle, like a translator, not a mediator, a translator. So that's another profession in case of guide. Okay, are you clear?
Yes, sir.
So see, try to research in case of with a cook. Okay, now so today based on tourism and based on finance, I'll be giving you 2 questions. Okay, just as a review.
Okay.
So in that guide, is there anything that you didn't understand? It's already time up also, so I want to really wrap up. You can ask in the next class also. Okay, so thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, sir. Bye-bye, sir.
Yeah, yeah, bye.
Thank you, sir.